Edgar Lungu is expected to face a stern challenge from the UPND's Hakainde Hichilema. For more on the elections in Zambia and election readiness, let's cross over to SABC's contributing editor, Vuyo Mvoko. Vuyo, a very good morning to you. I know that you have a guest with you there as well, apparently the chair of the Patriotic Front. We're looking forward to the interview.
Yes, indeed. Thanks very much, Leanne. I am joined by Emmanuel Mwaba, who is from the Patriotic Front, regarded as the front-runner in this presidential by-election.
Thank you very much, and good morning to your viewers.
Thanks very much. Let's talk first about today's rally. It's your final push. It's your last rally. It's going to be held here in Lusaka this afternoon. What can we expect?
First of all, our candidate has held rallies across the country, and he's holding his last two rallies today. One on the Copper Belt, where we have our copper mines, and the last one here in Lusaka at one of our stadiums. The rally is going to be very big. Wherever our candidate has been across the country, he's been pulling mammoth crowds, and we expect this rally to be no different.
Well, how have your supporters been behaving? There was an incident, we were told a short while ago by the Electoral Institute here in Lusaka, where some supporters of both parties, both front-running candidates, clashing, a situation which was quelled. But how are you going to make sure that nothing of the sort happens beyond this point?
First of all, Honorable Edgar Lungu has insisted that we should have peaceful campaigns and peaceful elections. And so far, our supporters have really yielded to that. We have had isolated incidents of violence, but these are isolated. And some are actually being blamed on the opposition because they want to show that this election is marred by violence, marred by electoral irregularities. But we think that Zambia has held elections before. Zambia has held peaceful campaigns. We have a good history of good elections, and the upcoming elections on Tuesday is no different.
Let's say, hypothetically, you don't win the election. Edgar Lungu doesn't win the election. Will your party accept the outcome?
It should be the other way around. Our candidate is a front runner. He comes from the largest political party in this country. Out of 150 MPs, we have 81 MPs. The second person who's really coming to us has 27 MPs. So you can see the gap. We command a lot of support in regions where we have high voter population. So we do not think, first of all, that our candidate would lose this election. In fact, we are worried by the remarks from the opposition that have been urging their supporters to reject the results, to reject any outcome that doesn't favor them. We think that that is irresponsible. We have the Electoral Commission of Zambia. I think it's a credible institution. Like I stated, it has held elections many times before international observers and local observers. And whatever verdict the ECZ publish, it's really been a credible verdict. So our appeal is, in fact, to the opposition that have been preaching the opposite. They could be creating a post-electoral conflict scenario for this country. I think beyond 20th, we need to keep our peace. We need to keep what we are cherished for, calmness and understanding. And we should respect our own institutions that we've created for ourselves, such as the Electoral Commission of Zambia.
What is Edgar Lungu offering the people of Zambia?
First of all, continuity. You have a government that was elected in the last 3 years. This mandate has just been disrupted by this death by the late President Michael Chilufya-Sata. The government is already doing massive good works, infrastructural development across the country. We are building roads, hospitals, clinics. We are doing water and sanitation projects. We are beginning to resolve the crises in the agriculture sector. So this is a government already working. So our candidate has been promising continuity. We are also promoting stability because our candidate has enough numbers in parliament to pass a budget, to pass a constitution, to convene parliament. Our colleagues do not have. That can create instability because they can suffer impeachment, frustration. You know how politics are done in Africa, and they can just be frustrated out of office. So we are offering continuity, we are offering stability and peace, because I think that's our cherished asset, our peace as a country.
Well, we do have situations elsewhere in the continent. In the bulletin that we carried just now, you have Boko Haram, you have other incidents of violence and intimidation elsewhere on the continent. What would be Edgar Lungu's contribution towards peace, and specific contribution towards peace and stability on the continent, very briefly?
Zambia is a haven of peace. Lusaka has been known for peace agreements for the entire history of this country, and we bring peace to the region. We bring solutions, conflict resolution. That's what Lusaka is known for. That's what Zambia is known for. And our candidate, is also riding on that. That will have a regional presence to contribute to what his colleagues are doing in the region.
Well, best of luck to your candidate. Thank
you very much. We invite you to the inauguration.
Well, Emmanuel Mwaba, of course, is from the Patriotic Front, whose candidate, Edgar Lungu, is one of the two front runners in this election. It's back to you, Leanne.
Thanks very much, Vuyo Mvoko. Invitations coming from all quarters, I can see. You best keep your diary free there, Vuyo Mvoko. All right.